After being in the fitness industry for over 40 years, there are a few questions that come up all the time. And one of them is, what's the best exercise? What's the best thing for me to do to get what I want? Well, that could have many answers. Rarely are there black and whites in fitness. It's not this or that. It's a combination. It's a blend of, it's a mix of. So your outcome is the number one important thing. It's what you want to do. You get to decide. The outcome is what you want to achieve. And so based on your outcome, there's the answer to that question. What's the best thing for me to do? Well, I get asked that question frequently. What's the best exercise for me to do? Here's the underlying physiological answer. Here's the science answer. Whatever causes adaptation is what you want to do. And as long as you're doing it towards the outcome you want, you'll be happy with your results. It'll be what you want. Adaptation is the magic word. The magic word is adaptation. It's the change agent for results. If you are not adapting, there are not going to be changes. Adaptation is the magic word. So when I get asked today, what's the best exercise for me to do? Well, what are you trying to achieve? What's your outcome? What would you like to see out of this? And if it's weight loss, without a doubt, I would like to see, I did a live Monday on data collecting. And so if you haven't seen that one, maybe watch that one, where I talk about data is the only way that I'll make a move these days with my own fitness routine or with my clients. I need to know the data. So if weight loss is the number one outcome or objective, I'd like to see a body composition. I'd like to see your skeletal muscle mass. I'd like to see your hydration level. Then I'd like to see something about your metabolism through a resting metabolic rate test. Now, the body composition, I am willing to give you one for free. You just have to make an appointment to come in and get it. I'm willing to do that. That could be free. There, done, check, off your box. The VO2 and the resting metabolic rate take a little bit of an investment, but you'll never, here's the double negative. You'll never know what not to do. Like, you'll always know what to do after that. There won't be any not knowing. So if your objective is weight loss, there are some certain key points that we'd want to know about you. And then we would be able to decide, what do you need to do? Where do we need to get the adaptation? What's the piece of work that would create adaptation? What's the piece of exercise that will have the biggest impact in changing you? And then go implement and see the results. And if the results aren't what you wanted, then we change the input, because it's always about input, output, input, output. And so the question of what's the best exercise? Well, the first response is, what are you trying to do? What do you want to achieve? And from there, then we say, if it's weight loss, we need to know these numbers. And what's the thing that's going to cause the biggest adaptation? Okay, we go after that. What if I want to improve my cardiovascular system? Okay, number one, you got to know your VO2. It's the number one piece of data for longevity and for cardiopulmonary systems. Got to know it. Well, we can give you roughly ideas or parameters about zones, but you'd want to know, how do I do my zone training? It's pretty important. Doing random cardio, in my opinion, waste of time, except for beginners. And I talked about that on Monday, except for beginners. You can do almost anything as a beginner and see adaptation. And with adaptation comes change. And with change, you see results. And then we're all happy campers and we want to go repeat and we want to do it again. Without results, it's very difficult to keep us motivated to keep doing the thing that we need to do. So this will be short today. Adaptation is the magic word because it follows in sequence. I do something that's challenging. I adapt to that challenge. Once I adapt to that challenge, there should be a result. I should be able to measure or see a result. And that's why adaptation is the magic word. That's why adaptation is the change agent for results. And I promise you, if we'll start thinking about exercise, fitness, health, weight loss like that, we won't blame something and say it didn't work. We won't doubt ourselves. We'll know, okay, I knew this about myself. Here's my outcome. I have the data that relates to that. What can I do to create adaptation or change? And then I measure my results. If I did not get the outcome, then I did not have the input correctly, and I need to change that. And then I go back to the drawing board, because each body, even though we are the same, we're uniquely different in how we respond to stimulus. So you could give two people the same cardiovascular workout, and it impacts them differently. Okay, so we're the same being. We all have the heart, the lungs, mitochondria, all the things, but we respond differently to the input. And therefore, the adaptation, the change agent for result is going to be different. And so you need to know your data to the best of your ability. I think I'll put together a worksheet for you. And if you want that, just comment below, leave me a little note, or get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. And once I create it, I'll make it available, and you can kind of go down the list and check yourself off. Because fitness at where I'm at today, with 45 years of experience under my belt and thousands of success stories, thousands of people that have gotten results. And I love all the people I've had the opportunity to work with. I just love all of you. But now there are certain formulas that I use and follow that make the journey much faster. So we go in and we look at cardiovascular health. We look at body composition. We look at your resting metabolic rate. We do some standardized assessments, and then bam, boom, 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 boom. We can figure it out. We go plan A, go implement this. And then we check the results, and it either gave us what we were looking for, or it didn't quite give us the adaptation that we were looking for, and we didn't get the result that we wanted. And we go change the input. Pretty simple these days. Not easy to do. Doing zone 2 cardios, not necessarily the easiest thing to do, but the results are so rewarding. And I promise you this, as I age, I appreciate the fitness level that I'm at today. In my 20s, 30s, 40s, I didn't really appreciate it. Today, I appreciate the fitness level that I've earned, and you will too. And so if you're looking for that more information, just make a comment. And when I get it done, I'll circle back around and say, hey, I've got a little worksheet for you. Right now, I actually have, it's called the Cardio Blueprint. It's a free little workbook I put together that will start the conversation about VO2 and what it means, why it's so important to you. And I know that's a new word in the general population as a fitness term, but it's really not. It's just, it hasn't made it to the public. And I want to tell people, because it's the number one predictor of longevity. It can tell us where the gaps are. And sometimes people are fearful of an assessment that tells them information like that. But here's the key. It's always improvable. And it's certainly not telling you a death date. It's not about that. It's telling you, here's the gaps that if you don't fix, they could lead to an issue. And they're always improvable. Always, always. So if you're willing to do the work, you can have adaptation, and it will change, because adaptation is the magic word. It's the change agent for results. I hope that was helpful for you. It felt good to get that off my chest. I love telling people that story, because random workouts, when you're over 50 years old, at any age, but you know, we've got Father Time clicking away, and we want to be our most vibrant, best selves, don't we? And that you can comment yes below too, because I like to bond with people that are like mindset. You know, you're the average of the 5 closest people that you hang around with, including yourself. So I like to hang around people that are fitness and health conscious. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'm Debbie, creator of Transform You Challenge. And my goal in the world is to make an impact so that people can enjoy a quality of life and longer life as we age. Have a great day. It is Fun Friday. As you can see, I'm out here getting my walk in. What a great morning, right? The sun's out. I'm getting sun. It's just great to be out here. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.